And I'm going to start by sharing my screen with you all. And we're going to start by looking at showing your shape, or more importantly, how to interpret your partner's shape from the way they bid. So I hope you can all see that screen. And basic idea we're going to talk about is that each time you bid a suit in standard Acol, you're showing 4 cards in it. But if you bid the suit again, you're typically showing at least 5 cards in it. And the more times you bid it, the extra length you're showing. So if you bid a suit 3 times, your partner should expect at least a 6-card suit there. So that's a general idea. By bidding different suits in different orders, you show your distribution. Before we get on to that, though, I'd like you to think about how you would bid following hand. Here you've got a balanced 15 points. You've got 2 4-card suits, and it's normal to open with the higher ranking one unless those are both majors, or unless you've got that 4-4-4-1 distribution. But here you open 1 heart, your partner responds 1 spade, and I've got the first poll of the afternoon for you, which is, what do you think Wes should rebid with this hand? So have a little think, and in a moment I'll launch a poll, and you can think about what you think Wes should rebid here. By the way, as I mentioned the other day, I don't know who's answering what here. This is anonymous, so you don't need to worry about that. 3 people haven't answered, but let me share the results with you. And most of you have gone here for 1 no trump, 83%, with 1 person going for 2 diamonds and 1 going for 2 no trump. And yes, the right answer is 1 no trump. You have a balanced hand with 15 to 16 points. If you had slightly more points, 17 to 18, you would rebid 2 no trump. But the other bid you don't want to make here is to bid your second suit, to bid 2 diamonds. With 4-4 distribution like this, you treat your hand as a balanced hand. You would either open 1 no trump if it was 12 to 14, or you bid 1 suit, and then unless you find a fit with your partner's suit, you rebid no trump to show a balanced hand. You don't bid 2 diamonds, because bidding 1 heart and then 2 diamonds would show 5 in the first suit and 4 in the second, show an unbalanced hand. So bidding 2 suits generally shows at least 5 cards in the first suit and at least 4 in the second. So let's look at some examples here. And suppose you open 1 spade and your partner bids 2 diamonds. Let's try and interpret those bids. The 1 spade bid promises at least 4 spades, and the 2 diamond bid promises at least 4 diamonds. Some people think it should show 5 diamonds. That's incorrect. You can just promises at least 4 diamonds. Does it show anything else, that 2 diamond bid? Do unmute yourselves if you'd like to.
Well, enough points to respond.
Yeah, enough points to respond, and responding at the 2 level, it should be something
10.
close to 10 points, and also fewer than 4 spades. So 0 to 3 spades and 10 points. Otherwise, you would support your partner's spades. So suppose the bidding goes on there, and your partner now rebids 2 hearts. That's obviously showing a second suit. And because you've bid 2 suits, it should be showing at least 5 spades and at least 4 hearts. Okay. Doesn't necessarily show any extra strength, but it shows that distribution. Could be more than 5 spades, could be more than 4 hearts, but it's at least 5-4. Now, if you bid 2 no trump here, you're basically saying, I don't have support for you in either of your major suits. So that should be saying something like 0 to 2 points, sorry, 0 to 2 spades, and 0 to 3 hearts. And it also limits your hand to about 10 to 12 points. It's an invitational bid. It suggests a willingness to play in no trump, so hopefully that would show a club stopper perhaps. Anyway, the bidding now continues. 3 hearts. what does that show? Well, previously your partner had promised 4 hearts with their previous bid. And if they bid hearts again, that should now mean that they've got 5 or more hearts, as well as 5 or more spades, of course. So if you now bid 4 hearts, that probably means you've got heart support, probably 3 hearts and fewer than 3 spades. So your hands might well be something like this. This is a hand that would reflect that bidding sequence. And you find your fit in hearts by your partner bidding the hearts twice. Okay. Any questions or comments on that? Do let me know. Here's a look at another one. This one starts the same way. 1 spade, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 2 no trump. So that's the same as last time. And again, that's promising 5 spades and 4 hearts. What if your partner now bids 3 spades? Well, they've already shown 5 spades by their 2 previous bids. So if they bid spades again now, that really should be showing 6 or more spades, because you're showing extra length each time you bid the suit. So he should determine that his partner's probably got at least 6 spades and at least 4 hearts. And if he bids 4 spades, he's probably got 2 spades for his partner. But you're always looking for an 8-card fit in a major, and that's how you would bid a hand like this. Note that it's 4 spades is probably a good contract there. And even though your hearts are a little better than your spades as East, you've got a 6-card fit in spades. So that's the place you want to be playing this one. Okay. Do interrupt me if you'd like, have any comments. Let's try another one. This time West opens 1 diamond and East bids 1 spade. Well, the 1 diamond shows at least 4 diamonds. The 1 spade shows at least 4 spades. And that 1 spade bid shows at least 6 points. Does the 1 spade bid show anything else? Anyone else like to suggest something?
A lack of support for diamonds.
Possibly. Although you could actually have 4 diamonds and 4 spades, and normally it would be right to bid the spades. So because it's a minor suit, your first priority is to bid a new suit rather than support a minor. So you could have 4 diamonds. So it doesn't really say much apart from you've got 4 or more spades.
Does it deny 4 hearts?
It doesn't deny 4 hearts, because you could have 5 spades and 4 hearts, okay, and it would be right to bid 1 spade. So it doesn't really show much else. Yeah. Now, what about this? Here, your partner now, after 1 spade, bids 2 hearts. And here they're bidding 2 suits here. So this should be showing 5 in the first suit and 4 in the second. And it is that famous reverse bid, because a reverse bid is made by opener when they bid above the 2 level of the suit they first bid, here above 2 diamonds. And as well as showing 5-4 distribution in the 2 suits, it should be promising 16 or more points. So this bid is forcing and shows 16 or more points with 5 or more diamonds and 4 or more hearts. If you have a look at this section on my bidding sheet, it's sort of described in this section here. And it says, like, openers rebid after responder bids a new suit. If you've got a minimum hand, you can bid a new 4-card suit only if it's below the 2 level of the first suit. But if you've got a medium or a maximum hand, you can bid a new 4-card suit even if it's above the 2 level of the first suit, so-called reverse bid. So here, when your partner bids 2 hearts, you know that they're showing at least 16 points. Now, suppose East bids 2 no trump. Well, that doesn't really show much in terms of points. The 2 heart bid is a forcing bid, so you have to bid something. It's not like 2 no trump before, which showed 10 to 12 points. In fact, if you had 10 to 12 points, you'd want to try and bid something, forcing bid that would take you to game. So here, your 2-no trump really just shows that in addition to the 4 spades you've already shown, that you don't really have a fit for either of your partner's suits. You don't have 4 hearts, and you don't have 3 diamonds or more. So it just describing your shape by that bid. Now, suppose your partner now bids hearts again. Well, the logic of that is that they should be showing extra length in hearts now. So that previously they'd shown a 4-card suit. So now they're presumably showing a 5-card heart suit. And in fact, you can make one further deduction on this bidding sequence, because if they've got 5 hearts, but they still opened 1 diamond, they must have 6 diamonds. If you had 5 diamonds and 5 hearts, you would have opened 1 heart, the higher ranking of 2 5-card suits. So if they're bidding correctly, they should have a hand with 6 or more diamonds, as well as 5 or more hearts. If you now support the hearts, that probably means you've got 3 hearts. Okay, and a hand might be something like this. This would be a suitable hand for you to reflect that bidding. 1 diamond, 1 spade, 2 hearts, 2 no trump, 3 hearts, 4 hearts. And again, you get to a good contract there, finding your 8-card heart fit. So that's an example of a reverse bid, but where you've actually got even more than the normal distribution of 5-4 for a reverse bid. Do interrupt me if you have any comments on that. So just to summarize, the basic idea is that if you bid 2 suits, like suit A followed by suit B, you're generally showing at least 5 in the first and 4 in the second. That's how you show 5-4 distribution. If you then bid the second suit again, you should be showing 5-5 distribution. That's a pattern of bidding A and then the second suit twice, A, B, B. And that pattern of bidding A, B, B, not only shows 5, is used for 5-5 distribution, but it's used for even more extreme distributions, like 6-5 or 6-6 are possible. Obviously, you don't get those distributions too often, but if you do, that's typically how you show them. Bid the 6-card suit and then the second suit twice. And the other pattern of bidding is if you've got 6-4 distribution, the normal way of bidding that would be to bid the first suit, then the second suit, and then the first suit again. So you're showing extra length in the first suit there by bidding it in that order. So it's worth remembering those bidding patterns, and it will hopefully guide you to find your 8-card fits when you have them in a major, especially. You're all happy with that? I wanted to look at a few hands now and see how, let's find the right screen. Where's my screen gone? Here it is. Yeah, let's have a look at a couple of hands. Sorry, I just want to, yeah, that's good. Okay, and let's have a look at this hand from North's point of view. So your partner here has opened 1 spade, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points. I think that's a pretty clear bid of 2 diamonds. Now your partner bids 2 hearts. And I've got a poll for you now, which is, what do you think North should rebid on this hand? It's gone 1 spade, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts. Think about what distribution your partner is showing. Think about whether you found an 8-card fit in a major, and have a think about what you would bid as North's second bid here. So I'm going to launch a poll now. And the question is, what do you think North should rebid here? Okay, let's end the poll and I'll share the results with you. And the majority here have gone for 3 diamonds, 82%, with small one person each going for pass, 2 spades, or 3 hearts. And yes, I agree with the 3 diamond bid here. You've got 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points here. So but the main thing is you haven't really found a fit with either of your partner's suits. They've shown 5 spades and 4 hearts, so you don't really have a fit there. I wouldn't really want to bid 2 no trump here because that would suggest a stopper in clubs. But you can make an invitational bid by rebidding your suit, showing extra length in it, at least 5 diamonds, and the inability to support either of your partners, if your partners have 5 spades or 4 hearts. So yes, I think 3 diamonds is a good bid there. If you'd had a slightly stronger bid, maybe with the same shape, you could make a forcing bid, which would be the 4th suit. But here you don't have that, so I think 3 diamonds is a good bid there. And suppose your partner now rebids 3 spades. Well, previously they'd shown 5 spades. By bidding the suit again, they should probably have a 6-card suit. So I would assume my partner has got 6-4 distribution here, and I will go to 4 spades on this hand. So let's assume that ends the auction, and let's suppose the opponents lead a club, and let's have a look at this hand from your partner's point of view. And I'm going to ask you in a moment to have a think about how you're going to play this. I suggest you start off by counting your possible losers here, playing in 4 spades. Look at the suits one at a time. Try and work out where you might lose a trick. And I'm going to go on to the first, another poll here. You win the first trick with the ace of clubs. And the poll question is, which suit do you think South should play now? You've won the ace of clubs, and I'm going to launch a poll in a moment. And the poll's going to say, which suit do you think South should play now? Okay, any more answers? Let's end the poll there, and we've got a very divided response there, with well, the majority going for a diamond, 44%, and then 31% went for a spade, and 25% went for a heart. Well, let's have a think about this. How are we going to play this hand? And where are we in danger of losing tricks? So in the spade suit, I think I've just got 1 loser. I'm going to lose to the ace. I've got no club losers because I've got the ace. I'll be able to ruff after that. And I'm missing the ace of diamonds. So I'm missing 2 aces there. Those are definite losers. The only other possible loser is in hearts. Now, you may think that you may not lose a heart. And in fact, you've got 7 hearts here. So if the missing hearts divide evenly, you will indeed make all 4 hearts. But even if they don't, you have a very good prospect of avoiding a heart loser because of that diamond suit. You're going to play the diamonds at some point, and when you do, that will provide enough discards for any losers you might have. So to go back to the question, what should you play now? Well, although you could lead a diamond, which was a popular choice, you are putting yourself at danger of a ruff if you sort of start trying to play diamonds and discarding losers there. You have enough stoppers here in hearts, and you've got good trump, that I think the best play is to draw trumps first. Draw trumps first, then you'll be able to play your diamonds. You'll always be able to get to dummy because you've got the king of hearts there. And I think that's the best way, the least risky way to make 11 tricks here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to win in the shorthand with the jack. If that wins a trick, I'll carry on with another spade, and I've won the second spade. It's worth thinking about how many spades are still out now. We drew 2 rounds, but he's discarded. So that's 7 have been played, 8, 9, 10, 11. So West has got 2 spades, including the ace, but we're still going to draw it. We're still going to keep drawing trumps. So this time they take their ace. Okay. And let's suppose they play another club. Well, we can rough that. And there is still a trump outstanding, and we still want to draw it. Okay. So we're going to draw that last trump. That's all the trumps gone. And because we still have a trump, we are okay to play the diamonds now. There are hands where you need to set up a side suit before you draw the trumps, but here you had enough trumps that you could draw trumps first, even with a bad distribution, and still have time to set up the diamond. So we're going to play a diamond now, playing 9 high from the shorthand. If they let us win that trick, we'll play another diamond. They might take their ace, and if they play another club, we still have a trump to rough it with, and now we can just claim the remaining tricks. So we should be able to make 11 tricks on that hand, and there wasn't any need to play the diamonds early. You know, you may have got a sup at a rough there, and it was just, if you can draw trumps, it's generally best to do that first. Doing trump, if you have any comments on that. We've got another hand to look at here, and we're going to start with a bidding question here. So South here has opened 1 spade. North, you bid 2 diamonds. Now South bids 2 hearts. And I'd like you to think about what is North's correct rebid here. What should North bid now? I'm going to launch a poll in a moment.
Tony, how do I get the thing back up? The poll back up again?
I think you can launch it again. There's an option to see the poll again, launch poll or something like that. I've seen that one. Are you on an iPad?
No, I'm on a computer.
I don't know if anyone can help Lee, but I thought there was an option I've seen, even if you close the poll.
On an iPad, you click on the 3 dots. I don't know if it's the same on a computer.
Okay, yeah, they're Tony's 3 dots, so not mine. All right, well, Tony, I'll have to. I'll abstain.
Okay,
I know what.
You can tell us what's your answer, Lee?
I'm going to say 2 no trumps.
2 no trumps. Okay. Oh, oddly enough, no one else voted for that one. Maybe someone's going to hear your answer and be swayed and vote for 2 no trump. All right, let's end the poll.
Week for 2 no trumps, but
and let's look at the results. And we've got quite a varied result. We've got Lee voted for 2 no trump there, and the rest of you voted for a variety of things. 3 spades was most popular, followed by 4 spades, 2 spades, 3 clubs, and 3 diamonds all got votes there. So that was very interesting for me. Obviously, the majority of you are wrong there. Let's have a look at it. Well, you know from the bidding, if you trust your partner's bidding, that they are showing 5 spades and 4 hearts. So you have a fit in spades. So you should be supporting spades this time. Also, in terms of points, you have 13 points. So you should not bid 2 spades, you should not bid 3 spades, you should bid 4 spades. 4 spades is the right bid here. 2 spades would be invitational, 3 spades would be invitational, but with 13 points and an 8-card spade fit, and you have good spades as well, you should just jump to 4 spades here. So I don't know if any of you have any comments on that, but that is definitely the right bid there, 4 spades. Let's have a look at the play on this hand. And again, I'm going to have a final poll of the afternoon, which is going to be a question on how you're going to play this hand. So I'd like you to start off by thinking about how many possible losers you have. Look at the suits one at a time and try and figure out where your possible losers are. And the opponents start off with the ace of clubs. They play another club, and they play a third club, which you rough. And the final poll of the afternoon is, having roughed the third trick, which suit should declare a play now? Is it a spade, a heart, or a diamond? Okay, let's end the poll there. And again, I'm going to share the results with you. And again, we have a very divided response, with the majority going for a diamond, 47%, 35% said a spade, and 18% said a heart. So let's see what we think on this hand. Well, what you have to do in a suit contract is figure out where your potential losers are. You've lost 2 clubs, so that's gone. Where else are you going to possibly lose a trick? Do you have any spade losers? I don't think so. And you don't have any diamond losers. You have no diamond losers. The only other suit where you may have a loser is in hearts. And it all depends on how the missing hearts are divided. You've got 7 hearts between you and dummy, and you've got the ace, king, queen. So the opponents have got 6 hearts. If they were divided evenly, 3-3, you could just draw trumps, play your queen, ace, and king, and all your hearts would be good. However, they're not likely to be 3-3. That's not the most likely division. The 4-2 division is more likely. And if they are divided 4-2, you have a potential heart loser, okay? Unless they discard from a 4-card holding, which they shouldn't do because South has bid hearts here. So whoever's got 4 hearts should hang on to them if they have 4 hearts. So what you want to do on this hand is try to make this contract both against a 3-3 heart division or the more likely 4-2 division. And if they are divided 4-2, you will need to rough a heart, okay? So the way to make this contract, which not many of you chose, is to lead a heart at this point. Those of you who decided to lead a diamond are definitely wrong here. There is no point. Maybe you led a diamond so that you could then rough a diamond, but that is a pointless play. You're roughing in the hand with a long trump suit, and that rarely will lead you to any extra tricks unless you're going to cross rough the whole hand, which you're not going to do here because we need to cash our hearts. So if you led a diamond, that's definitely wrong. You could possibly lead a spade, but really you don't want to draw all the trumps here. So it's probably best to start with a heart, and that's what we're going to do. So well done those of you who said a heart. The way to give yourself the best chance on this hand is to win the first trick with the queen and try to cater to a 4-2 heart division. So what we're going to do is lead a heart back, okay? And if everyone follows to that, now we know the hearts are either going to be 4-2 or 3-3. And to cater to that 4-2 division, we're going to play not the ace of hearts, but a low heart, okay? And when it comes to roughing, we can afford to rough high. There's a danger if we don't ruff high that it might get over ruffed. So we're going to ruff high with the ace or king. I'll bring up the four hands and you can see that if you ruffed low here, East would be able to over ruff. So as it is, you ruff high, okay? And now you've done that, your hearts are established because there's just one heart left and you've got the ace and the eight. So now all you need to do is draw trumps, play the king of spades, play another spade back to your hand, draw the last trump, and then cash your two hearts, the ace and the eight. Okay, and of course you've got a diamond to make at the end. So you should manage to make 11 tricks on this hand, and that is really the right way to play it. So I do have a look at that, especially if you consider ruffing diamonds here. It really isn't a good idea on this hand to ruff in the long hand, and it will just shorten your trump holding. Anyone have any comments or questions? That's the last hand I wanted to show you.
I do, Tony.
Yeah.
If you've got 4-4 distribution in the majors, you bid the hearts first and then the spades. But how do you, is there any way of showing your partner that it's not 5-4 distribution?
Well, if you bid one heart and your partner doesn't bid one spade, then normally you won't have a spade fit.
Okay.
Right. So you won't
You
bother,
just keep quiet.
to pick the spades again, except in, you know, a few. There are a few auctions where it is possible that you are have 4-4, but normally if your partner doesn't bid one spade, then you would assume they don't have a spade. You won't have a spade fit.
Okay, thank you.
Rebid no trump or whatever. Okay. All right. Let's end the talk there, and we'll start the game at 2 o'clock. Is there anyone here online who'd like to find a partner with anyone else there? If you want to unmute yourselves and speak up, or otherwise you can just join the game, sit at a table, and I'll come and talk to you.
I need a partner.
Okay, you need a partner. You're always playing, and you often need a partner. But I mean, it's very nice that you're such a regular. So I'm happy to have you here.
Yeah, my regular partners are on holiday, so
That's fine. Well, when you're on holiday, you still play bridge. So
yes, I do. Yes, yeah.
okay. Anyone would like to play with Berta?